Alright, today I'm going to be talking to you about how to properly set up an outdoor barbecue with friends during the pandemic. I know right now it's kind of hard to be able to do things and see our friends outside, so this is a good way to get everybody together. Now, the first thing you're going to want to do when setting up your outdoor barbecue with friends is you're going to want to get yourself a grill. For the purpose of today's thing, we'll be assuming you're going to get a charcoal grill, but really, any kind of grill should work with today's lesson. Now, after you get yourself your grill, next thing you're going to want is some good charcoal. I recommend the stuff that looks kind of like this over here, but pretty much anything will do, as long as it's charcoal. And that should be how we're going to be cooking the meat later. Second thing you're going to want to get is some friends. Hopefully, you already have some friends that you know and would like to invite to this thing, because that's what we're doing, is we're barbecuing with friends. So if you got them, invite them. But if you don't got them, there's several ways to make yourself some friends. Free food is always inviting. When you want to get people over, just say, hey, having a barbecue, you want some free food, everyone likes barbecue, get on Twitter, on Facebook, on YouTube, Instagram, get some good people, invite them over. Now, right now, we have a pandemic going on. It can be a little hard to meet new people or even people that you've seen for a long time. So safety always needs to come first. Remember to wear your mask when at all possible and remain a distance of 6 feet, especially when setting up lawn chairs for this. It's going to be really important to measure your distance out. Now, scheduling for your barbecue is also very important. You want to make sure you pick a good day of the week. You don't want to have a barbecue on like a Monday afternoon, right? No one wants to barbecue on a Monday. You also want to go ahead and check ahead of time at your weather. So you don't want it to be crazy sunny out, like 100 degrees. You don't want it to be thunderstorm. You want a nice, partly cloudy day. Now, another thing to remember when setting up your barbecue is pests. There's always going to be bugs outside no matter what time of the year. Make sure you keep plenty of off on you. You might want to invest in some tiki torches. And if it is more in the winter, fall area, you might want to see about getting a nice campfire going. That'll keep everybody warm and keep a lot of the bugs away. Refreshments are also going to be very important for this. There's going to be lots of food. That means people are going to be really thirsty. Also, if it's hot outside, it's going to be good for people to keep rehydrated. Some things to look into is to get multiple kinds of pops and non-pop drinks. That way everyone has their options of what they want to drink. Alright, now that we've got pretty much everything that we're going to need for this, the next thing you need to think about is what kind of food you're going to be cooking. There's a lot of different foods that we could be cooking on this barbecue, and I think we're going to go with the classic for the purpose of this video, which is going to be our hamburgers and hot dogs. Now, once you decided on what kind of meat you're going to be cooking, the next thing you're going to want to think about is spices. Spices are super important because no one wants to eat bland meat, right? You could have the most A-prime meat ever. You could be cooking steaks, whatever. If it's not seasoned good, it's not going to taste good. So don't skimp on your seasonings. Buns are another good thing to think about whenever it comes to hamburgers. There's so many different kinds of buns out there. You're going to want to make sure you pair a good bun with the right kind of meat and seasonings that you're preparing. You know, you can't just slap brioche on everything. You got to really think about your different flavor indexes and what's going to work well together. Okay, hamburgers are not complete with just buns and meat. Seasonings, sure. What you're going to want is to have a good bit of options for how you're customizing that burger. You want to have your lettuce, your tomato, your onions, ketchup, mustard, mayo. Make sure no one's burgers are the same. Everyone's going to want to be able to customize theirs however they see fit. Now, once it's time to actually get the charcoal burning, you're going to want to get you a lot of fluid. Like, however much it says to use on the back, just ignore that. Dump about half of the container onto your charcoals, and then light them up until they look about like this. They should be ghostly white and all burning red. Alright, once you get your meat on there, make sure your charcoals are all ghostly white, and they should have been burning for about 15 to 20 minutes. You want your meat cooked pretty through and through. You don't want to be sending anyone home with stomach illnesses or anything like that. And you want to make sure you get these nice good grill marks by rotating about 50% through. hopefully, if you follow all the tips that I've listed through today, you'll have a pleasant outdoor barbecue experience with your friends. Make sure to come back and let me know how that went for you. I'd love to hear about how your weekend went.